Hey, everybody. Welcome to 7-Minute Health Chat with Robin and Kim. Today, guess what we're going to talk about?
I have no idea.
Preparing for the new year. Surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with telling you what's worked for me. And what's worked for me is, or what I found that's worked for me, because it didn't always work for me, is mindset. You can't do anything new if you don't have the right mindset. So I got a couple questions. What do you not want to repeat? So think about that. Question 1, what do you not want to repeat? And question 2, what do you want? What do you want to achieve or make happen or ring true for you in 2022? Connecting with others for accountability. For me, this has been amazing. That's why I'm friends with Kim. And plan whatever you want to do in small increments. Whenever I would make New Year's resolutions, I was probably like everyone else. I never achieved everything that I wanted to. But when I do things in small increments, daily, weekly, form new habits, that's when I made big changes. So that's what I got to say, and that's what I'm sticking to. And what about you, Kim?
And I was going to follow up with that, is that taking baby steps, making one new change at a time. If it is getting healthier, which you and I are passionate about, take one step at a time. Focus on water intake, increase your water daily until you get to, half your body weight in ounces. And then work on your sleep. What can you do to get to sleep, establish good quality sleep habits? I mean, adding more whole foods. So you're eliminating processed foods, so just taking little steps like that, and they add up. So just conquering one thing at a time. So just kind of, but I do have some interesting statistics to share with New Year's resolutions. And that is that actually only 8% of people actually achieve their New Year's resolutions, which is not very high.
Can you say that again?
Only 8%.
8%?
Yes.
8%.
Yeah,
Wow.
Studies have shown. And you notice that at the gyms, the gyms are packed in January, at the beginning of January. And by the end of January, usually they're not so packed again anymore. And so they were showing that by January 12th is like the day where most people give up, by January 12th on their New Year's resolution,
and that's
unfortunately.
So sad. Yeah.
It is. And it takes a little bit longer than that. It's establish new habits, create new habits. They used to say, you maybe heard 21 days, but it really takes 60 days to get something to really make it happen and ingrained. So 21 days is a good start, but it's like really 60 days is the magic number to have a good habit in place.
And I feel like too, that's you don't really start seeing changes or feeling changes. And I'm not just talking about weight loss. I'm talking about habits, sleep habits, like you said, or anything, quitting smoking, whatever it is you're going to do, you don't see or feel changes. And probably, how are you going to do that in like 21 days? That's a short period.
But it's a good start. It's a good start for sure. So another statistic I think was really interesting is that when you have an accountability partner or buddy you're committed to, maybe you're going to meet somebody at the gym, maybe somehow you've got a coach or whatever, you're 65% more likely to achieve your goals, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. And then if you actually have accountability appointments with that person, you are 95% likely to reach your resolution or your goal. And I think that is huge. That's telling why it's harder to go it alone. It's better to go with a person, somebody to help you, accountability, a partner, a coach or whatever, a buddy, to help you. When and a great example is when you're going to work out at the gym and you meet somebody there, a friend, and they're waiting for you. They're looking for you to meet them there and to work out together. You don't want to let them down, right?
Yeah.
So even if you don't feel like working out, you're more likely to go and meet them at the gym. So that's just one of the examples. But yeah, it's important to have accountability, and because it's easy to get in your own mind and say, oh, I don't feel like it today. Or temptations get too big. But when you have a partner or somebody to coach you along, then it's like, okay, I can do this.
Right.
And like you said, changing your mindset is huge.
For sure. For sure.
So
what are do you have any changes, or what is your 22 going to look like?
I know. And I feel like I'm making, instead of like a resolution or resolutions, intentions. What are my intentions? And my intention, I have been really focusing on my sleep in the last couple months. And I'm really kind of honing in on what is working best for me, because I understand that sleep is probably one of the top health precursors that we need to focus on. And sleep, people say, oh, sleep when you're dead. Well, yeah, you'll sleep sooner because you'll be dead. So I'm like, what can I do now to make sure I get quality sleep? So, and tracking things. I like tracking my sleep, using a tracker for my macros or whatever, just to make sure I'm on track and stuff. Because I think you don't know until you really track things.
Right.
But I feel like for me too, it's organization, getting a little bit more organized, and writing things like scheduling it out. So that's going to be my intention.
Good.
Is to schedule things better.
Good.
Well,
mine this year is, I like to always set a word, and my word is what I work around. So my word this year is happiness.
I love that.
It's not because I'm unhappy. It's because I don't bring enough in the past happiness into everything I do, and give it to other people the way that I get to give it to other people. So mine is happiness. So more happiness, and that will come, leading back to what you said, into getting more sleep. My sleep, it's rough. And I want to put a book in here, and I know, Kim, you have read it, Sleep Smarter. I'm going to go ahead and put that book somewhere in the comments so that you all can see it, because I'm sure there's other people that struggle with sleep, and it is so important because it makes you very unhappy. It makes you very unhealthy. So it's important. It's funny how we just kind of like made a big circle here.
I know. And I just want to say one real quick thing I learned recently. Studies have shown that, and like with Alzheimer's, not only is it brought on by too much sugar and flour and, processed foods in that way, lack of sleep. They've been showing women that don't sleep well have a much higher chance of, and men too, of getting Alzheimer's. And so it's important to really, really hone in and focus on your sleep now.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you, Robin. Yeah. Happy New Year.
You too. And, so we'll see you after the new year.
Yeah. We're going to see everybody next year.
Yep.
And have a safe and happy new year coming up. And we will, be back again with more helpful health information.
Yes, we will. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.